Mr. Chairman and members of the committee, I am Vic Abate, the Vice President of Renewables at GE Energy, and thank you for the opportunity to testify before you today. On behalf of GE, I'd like to commend the committee for its productive, proactive, positive steps over the past 5 years, and especially those taken at the height of the recent financial crisis. The Energy Improvement and Extension Act of 2008 and the American Recovery and Reinvestment Act of 2009 made crucial tax policy changes that avoided a forecasted 50% decline in wind installations and related jobs and resulted in a surprising record year of more than 10,000 megawatts of new capacity added to the U.S. grid in 2009. GE has been a significant contributor to this growth, since nearly 1 out of every 2 wind turbines installed in the U.S. is a GE wind turbine. Our $6 billion wind business supports over 7,000 direct and supplier jobs in 30 states. This is more than a 2-fold increase from 2005 and has been driven by supportive renewable energy tax policies. For example, 2 of our key suppliers, TPI Composites, a blade supplier in Iowa, and DMI, a tower supplier in North Dakota, are utilizing the Advanced Manufacturing Tax Credit Program created in the Recovery Act to increase their capabilities to meet our growing demand. Sustained tax policy support for wind has also helped increase U.S. domestic content from about 20% in 2005 to 50% for projects that were created in 2009. And this was done while quadrupling production. This equates to an 8-fold increase in U.S.-made wind components since 2005. The Energy Improvement and Extension Act and the Recovery Act included significant tax incentives for combined heat and power, energy-efficient appliance manufacturing, and smart grid deployment. Another example of how these tax credits have worked can be seen at one of GE Appliance's facilities. GE's Bloomington, Indiana refrigerator plant was slated to close in January of this year, potentially eliminating 547 full-time jobs. Instead, the plant remains open today to produce high-efficient refrigerators. Over the past 5 years, tax credits have been very effective by adapting to a changing environment. The environment going forward for green energy deployment will be especially challenging. The demand for wind generation to meet renewable portfolio standards at the state level is down, electricity demand is down, natural gas prices are down, and as a result, our wind customers are finding it extremely difficult to sign purchase power agreements with utilities at levels that can support project economics. The challenges facing developers have flowed down to the turbine manufacturers, who have seen new turbine orders decline significantly from the pre-crisis levels. In this environment, the convertible tax credit is critical to stabilizing wind production for the next few years. The Section 1603 program of the Recovery Act is available through 2012 for wind installations, so long as construction begins no later than this year. Treasury guidance requires a detailed tracking system to satisfy the 5% safe harbor provision. For a manufacturer that is mass producing 3,000 units per year, this represents a tremendous tracking challenge. Without a legislative solution, we could see a 50% drop in wind installations in 2011 and 2012. In the spirit of continued green energy tax policy innovation, I've included in my written testimony policy changes that the committee may wish to consider and that can have an immediate impact on green energy growth, U.S. manufacturing, and job creation. Some of these are: simplify the safe harbor requirement in Section 1603, making available additional $5 billion in advanced manufacturing tax credits, extending the manufacturing tax credit for energy-efficient appliances, and creating a 30% ITC for highly efficient combined heat and power projects. The ability of the U.S. to keep up in the global race for leadership in green energy investment, manufacturing, and job creation is tied to our ability to be innovative with tax and other energy policies. We appreciate the opportunity to share some of our ideas with the committee, and thank you for your time.